The initial setup of the application provides for one stock location, but others can be added by going to Stock, Stock Locations, and New Location. Type in a location name and click Create. You'll see that that location has now been added to the list of stock locations. Once multiple locations exist, then at any point where the user processes a transaction that has a stock implication, the application will detect this and invite the user to enter the location into which the stock is to be put or from which the stock is to be taken. So, for purchase goods received, we complete the delivery note number as before, but you can now see that we are being invited to enter a location where the stock will be kept. Then we submit as before. Similarly, on works orders, on completion of the order, we enter not only the quantity produced and a scrapped quantity, but also the location into which the stock is placed. And for the quantities of components used, we identify where that stock is being taken from. Then complete that order as before. On sales orders and invoices, when we dispatch and invoice an order or raise a sales invoice, we are again invited to identify where that stock is taken from. We can also move stock between locations by going to Stock, Stock Movements, New Stock Movement. Here we identify the location to which the stock is being moved. In this example, it might be a consignment stock at a customer's site. We identify the item that is being moved, from where, and the quantity of the stock. Where, as in this case, the stock is being taken off-site, it might be advisable to put a delivery address on the stock movement, and this will print on the stock movement note. Where required, a formal stock movement note can be produced, which includes copies for both the receiving location and the sending location for future proof of movement of stock. It's important to note the difference in movement of stock between locations that doesn't impact on overall stock levels, and a stock adjustment, as here, where the overall level of stock is actually changed. In this latter case, there is a cost implication, and a financial transaction is created by the system. Where there is a simple movement of stock between locations, there is no cost implication and no value involved. So we can look at this stock valuation report. This is presented at a date and by default identifies a level of stock within a location within a stock item. We can also click this checkbox and generate a report grouped by location. We can now see these stock items within location. And finally, we can show the stock for a particular location or a particular stock item only.